Assalamualaikum dear viewers, this is Farhan and you are watching English with Malik Farhan. Dear viewers, ये वो चैनल है जो इंशाल्लाह आने वाले दिनों में आपकी ज़िंदगी में एक अहम किरदार अदा करेगा. Dear viewers, यही वो प्लेटफॉर्म है जो ना सिर्फ हमें इंग्लिश के इंग्लिश ग्रामर के इंट्रिकेट कॉन्सेप्ट्स को आसानी से समझने में मदद देगा, बल्कि इसके साथ साथ हम फितरत की खूबसूरती को भी गाहे बगाहे इस प्लेटफॉर्म पर अपना मौजूए कलाम बनाते रहेंगे इंशाल्लाह. So please dear viewers, keep watching my videos. These videos inshallah will enable you to love nature and to love learning. So keep watching these videos. Have a blessed time. Assalamualaikum dear students, how are you guys? I'm your teacher, language trainer Farhan, Malik Farhan, and today we are going to discuss the further categories of tenses. In our previous lesson, we gave the whole, you can say the whole picture of the tenses. We discussed the tenses in a combined way, in a combined form. Now we are going to discuss the tenses, as I promised you to discuss tenses separately. So first of all, we're gonna discuss the past tense. Guys, the past tense is the tense which shows the action, happening, state, or any activity happened or occurred in the previous time. In the previous past time, any activity, action, or state which is occurred is referred to your past tense. Past tense is further categorized into 4 subtypes, and these types are like past simple tense, past perfect tense, past continuous tense, and past perfect continuous tense. So now we are moving towards the first category of past tense, and this first category is your past simple tense. Okay guys, the past tense, the first category in past tense, we have past simple tense. As you know that this past simple tense is also known as past indefinite tense as well. I would like to add something more to your knowledge, that this same past simple tense is also known as preterite, P-R-E-T-E-R-I-T-E, past preterite tense. So now we are going to discuss the past simple tense. In past simple tense, the structure is simple sentences, subject, V2. V2 means the past tense. The past tense means second form of verb we use over here, and then we have object in simple sentences. For example, he finished his lunch. So the sentence is he finished his lunch. And in negative sentences, we use the auxiliary and did, same auxiliary did, and then we use the main verb we first. We first means present participle, means present tense, sorry. We use present tense because the auxiliary is used did over here. In all these categories, we use only one auxiliary, and this auxiliary is did. So negative sentence would be like this: he did not finish his lunch. So he is your subject, did, auxiliary, negation not, finish, first form means present tense, and then his lunch is your object. And then we move towards the interrogative sentences. In interrogative sentences, we add something new, and this thing is question mark. And besides question mark, all the structure is same. First of all, we use auxiliary. Now we do what? We put auxiliary before the subject. So did, we use only one auxiliary in negative or simple or negative or interrogative sentences of past tense, and this auxiliary is did. So did he finish his lunch? Now finish is first form, because this is definitely your negative or interrogative sentences, they carry first form of verb. So did he finish his lunch? Did is your auxiliary, and then subject, and then V1 means first form of verb, present tense. and then his lunch is object. At the end we use the question mark. In negative interrogative sentences, we use the auxiliary first, then subject, then negation, then we first. We first means present tense, and then object, and then question mark. Did he not finish his lunch? This shows that this category is belonging to negative interrogative sentences of past simple tense, past indefinite tense, or past perfect. Okay guys, now we are moving towards the past perfect tenses, the structure of past perfect tenses. Guys, in past perfect tenses, we have the structure like simple sentences carry subject, auxiliary, and V3. V3 means third form of verb, past participle form of verb, past participle, and then object. So he had finished his lunch. This shows the past perfect tense simple sentence. Let me tell you one thing, that we again use only single auxiliary in perfect tenses, in perfect sentences of perfect tense, and this is your had. So he had finished his lunch. It shows the completion of work in past time. So then we use the negative sentences. In negative sentences, again we have subject and auxiliary, definitely had, and negation not. V3, third form of verb, means past participle, and then object. He had not finished his lunch shows this structure, that this one belongs to the negative sentences of past perfect tenses. Okay, in past perfect tenses, the interrogative sentences are like, first of all, they carry auxiliary, the subject, V3 means third form of verb, object, and question mark. Had he finished his lunch means this shows the interrogative sentences of past perfect tense. Auxiliary had, he, subject, and V3 past participle, and then his lunch is your object. So this question mark, it would be placed at the end. Had he finished his lunch means this shows that this tense belongs to the interrogative sentence of past perfect tense. Now we move towards the negative interrogative sentences of past perfect tenses. In negative interrogative sentences, the structure would be like this. First of all, we carry auxiliary had, and then subject, then negation means not, and then V3. V3 means past participle, and then question mark. So had he not finished his lunch, it shows that this belongs to the negative interrogative sentence structure of past perfect tenses. So first I told you what is past tense, then we discussed the past simple, then we discussed the past perfect tense. Now we are moving towards the past continuous tense. Okay guys, in past tense, the past continuous tense carries the structure and the things are very similar. Only auxiliaries and mean verbs are changed in all the tenses. So in the change over here is in past continuous tense is we are using the auxiliary was and were. Was with singular nouns pronouns and were with plural nouns pronouns. And we change verb, the main verb. Now we change into fourth form, means present participle, first form of verb with the addition of ing. So subject, auxiliary, V4, and object. He was eating his lunch. Was is what? Auxiliary. Eating, first form of verb, eat, with the addition of morpheme ing, so it becomes present participle. So he was eating his lunch shows that this tense belongs to simple sentence of past continuous tense. And then past continuous tense negative sentence would be like this: subject, auxiliary, negation, V4, and object. He was not eating his lunch. Was, again I told you that was is used with singular nouns pronouns and were with plural nouns pronouns, and not shows the negation, and eating first form of verb, eat. and with the addition of morpheme ing, so it becomes V4 means present participle eating, and then object his lunch. He was not eating his lunch shows the negative sentence of past continuous tense. Then the past continuous tense interrogative sentence would be like this: was he eating his lunch? Was is your auxiliary and he is your subject. Eating fourth form, his lunch object, and at the end we have question mark. And then negative interrogative sentences: was he not eating his lunch? Auxiliary was at the start of the subject, then negation, and then V4 means first form of verb with the addition of ing morpheme, and then question mark at object, and then question mark at the end. So this becomes the whole structure of past continuous tense, which shows that the activity or action was in progressive form in past time. So past continuous tense is also known as your past progressive tense, because it shows the progressive form of tense. Progressive form means in which we can see the work, the activity is in a continuation in the past, in the previous time. So it was your past continuous tense. Till here we have discussed past tense, we have discussed the past simple, we have discussed the past perfect. Later on, right now we have discussed past continuous tense. Now we are moving towards the last category of past tense, and this is your past perfect continuous tense. Okay guys, in past tense, past perfect continuous tense, which is the last category, we are going to discuss the structure of past perfect continuous tense. Okay guys, first of all, we discuss the simple sentences. As you know, we do what? We use the subject and then auxiliary. V4 means present participle, and then object, and then we use in perfect continuous tenses since for after object. So here again I'm having the same sentences with a little bit change, and this changes: he had been eating his lunch since morning, since noon. He had been eating his lunch since noon. Had been auxiliary. V4 means present participle eating, first form of verb with the addition of morpheme ing, so it became eating. He had been eating his lunch, object, since noon. This is your preposition. We used since noon, where we use since with noon because the time is unlimited. Okay, then we move towards the negative sentences of past perfect continuous tenses. In negative sentences, we have the structure like subject, auxiliary, negation, and V4 present participle, and then object. He had not been eating his lunch for one day. At the end, we again have the since for preposition. So I used had not been. In past perfect continuous tense, the first thing you have to remember that you have to use had and been. In negative, had not been. He had not been eating his lunch for one day. Now the time duration is limited, so we use the preposition for. And then we move towards the interrogative sentences of past perfect continuous tense. Here we have the auxiliary had at first, means in interrogative sentences we have the auxiliaries, before the subject. So I used had before he. He is what? This is your subject. So we used had before subject. Then we move towards being, and then eating, V4. V4 means present participle, first form of verb with the addition of morpheme ing. And then his lunch is your object, and then question mark, and before question mark we have again preposition. So had he been eating his lunch for one day. For one day, again time duration is limited, so I used the preposition for. Now we are moving towards the last category of past perfect continuous tenses, and this one is negative interrogative sentences. In negative interrogative sentences, the auxiliary had, definitely we are using this at first before the subject, and then subject, then negation lot, and then V4 present participle. I'm telling you this again and again just to make your concept clear. So, and then we use definitely object, since for, and that question mark at the end. So had he not been eating his lunch since noon, now the time is again unlimited, noon definitely routine matters, so we used since preposition. So had he not been eating his lunch since noon shows the category of negative interrogative sentences of past perfect continuous tense. So guys, today in our lesson we discussed past tense, we discussed all the subcategories, the sub-branches of past tense, we discussed the past simple tense, we discussed past perfect, we discussed past continuous, and we discussed past perfect continuous tense. So all these 4 categories have been discussed over here. I hope you have got the clear concept. In previous lesson, we were discussing the whole criteria of tenses. In my previous lesson, I discussed the whole picture of tenses. But now in this lesson, we separately discuss past tense. Inshallah, in next lesson, we would discuss the present tense and then future tense, so on. So after that, we would discuss something new. So according to grammatical point of view, these tenses are very important. The last lecture was very important for the students of grammar of English language. Now this past tense is very important for the grammar students, and furthermore lessons are very important for you guys. So guys, please keep watching these videos. These videos inshallah will make your concepts clear, and these videos will give you a lot more knowledge and a lot more informations to receive together. So first of all, as I'm saying that these lessons are very important for you, so please keep watching these videos. So now I would like to say one thing, that if you liked my video, if you got the whole concept and you like the videos, please don't forget to like my video, subscribe my channel, press the bell icon so you may have your further notifications and you receive all the videos in time. And never ever forget to share my videos with your links, with your friends, colleagues, etc. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for listening me, for watching my video. Have a blessed time.